darkest day, the sun was overhead. Couldn't find my shadow, I thought I might be dead. In my darkest day, I didn't have no tears. I could smell salvation and it wasn't even near. In my darkest day, I didn't have a friend. Must have been a beginning, could have easily been the end. In my darkest day, a comet crossed the sky. World would go on turning, and whether I lived or died. In my darkest day, I traveled too far south. Couldn't speak the language, words were burning in my mouth. In my darkest day, night was like a tent. Circus in the square, and the lions were all spent. In my darkest day, I didn't have a friend. Must have been a beginning, could have easily been the end. In my darkest day, a comet crossed the sky. World will go on turning, whether I lived or died. In my darkest day, a jaguar went inside. Pyramid in the jungle where the red knight went to hide. In my darkest day, I was stronger than I thought. Fought a Mayan god, we wrestled to a draw. In my darkest day, I didn't have a friend. Must have been a beginning, could have easily been the end. In my darkest day, a comet crossed the sky. World would go on turning, whether I lived or died. Darkest day, I was miles away from home, up the Sierra Madre to Montana all alone. In my darkest days, my companions were all lost. Highway was our savior, it exacted such a cost. In my darkest day, I didn't have a friend. Must have been a beginning, could have easily been the end. In my darkest day, a comet crossed the sky. World would go on turning, whether I lived or died. In my darkest day, God was on my side. A stranger at the table, he passed the bread and wine. In my darkest day, the sun had finally set. A lantern by the river, a light I won't forget. Lantern by the river where my lips and water met.